Such a hard-hitting, scrapping channel I am, right? Always put the window down a little bit when you got the motor running, just in case the power locks lock me out. Hey, there's more goodies in this toy car here. There's a couple of electric leaf blowers. Not that I'm really wanting that stuff, other than for scraps. King, you could use that to blow the dust and... No. Leave the dust on the ground. Why do you want to make potentially poisonous dust? Make it airborne. Leave the dust on the ground. Gotta think. You know, I see some guys, they take like a leaf blower and they blow the dust in the shop, on the floor, and in the back of their truck and wherever. You know, some of that's lead, cadmium, and other, mercury and other poisonous asbestos. No, thank you. Leave it on the ground where it's less harmful. Oh, trailer hitch here. Wonder what kind of vehicle it could be used on. I could use one on my minivan. I was thinking, like, I don't know, put one on the minivan, put one on the car, put one on the PT Cruiser. That way, you know, if one car breaks down, and I have trailers and stuff, I'm not out of luck. I've always got something rolling. That's key right there. Always having a vehicle rolling to go find scraps. That's the problem with the minivan, though. Like Bert from Scrap Farm said. The problem with the minivan is you run out. Ooh, that's an old one. You run out of space pretty quickly. That's an old. That definitely has a copper transformer inside. That right there. So that's like finding about $15 right there. And the aircon right there, that's like finding $20 minimum. So it's like $35. It's like a half a day's pay for many people. Like if you make minimum wage, working part-time. Every time I get out of this car, my foot or my leg hits that emergency brake pedal. There's another fine piece of scrap for me, right? I guess I could come truck today because it actually seemed like there was as the day wore on, there was actually more scraps out there than this minivan can handle. That way, there really isn't a whole lot out. So maybe I should be at the compound doing something there. You know, you don't know until you go out looking around and get a feel for the day. Where my time and effort would be more effective. Because after I'm at the compound for about an hour or so, I feel my body start dragging and stuff like that, because it's like when I get in the car and sit down or go ride around or do something else. What's that stuff? Something bent up? Maybe a guy looking behind. You know, because it's a minivan and it's not a scrap wagon, so it's not capped and obvious, I guess. Boy, those are some great finds there, King. Some bent up drape rods, complete with a free tangle kit, which is almost as bad as tangled steel or helium steel. Isn't that what the pallet man calls it? What's worse is having like a roll of tangled steel, a bicycle, and a couple of drapery rods with the chain getting wrapped around the spokes of the bicycle and the tangled steel. It all just becomes one big cluster F. You know what I mean? Sure, you know what I mean. I seen a piece of tangled steel. Look, I'm hustling to go get it, going almost 30 miles an hour, like it's something. Thought I seen it in the rear view mirror. You know how, like, after you're done looking at it and you realize what it was? Yeah, there you go. It's right there. Get these automatic locks, drive me crazy. But after fiddling with the fuses on that Dodge pickup truck, I'm a little scared off of fiddling with fuses on cars. That's really not much stuff. Now, if I was driving that Chevy pickup truck, I just would have wasted like $2 in gasoline already, finding 50 cents worth of scraps. And that's a nice BMW convertible. Yeah, I don't like to lose out on scrapping. You know, each time I go out, I need it to be profitable. The minivan's got its pluses and it's got minuses. I would have much bigger pluses if it had a wagon attached to the back. I'm not going to go down that block right now. If I had a wagon attached to the back, maybe I could go to the U-Haul center if I save some money and have them put a trailer hitch on for me. Because you gotta wire it in too, you know. And I don't know. Every time I've tried wiring in those setups, I've run into nothing but trouble. Shorting things out, the wiring not working right, the turn signal not flashing anymore, the brake light's not working. You know, the list is endless. Onward. Maybe we'll go that way. Getting low on gas already. King, you only put $10 in at a time. I mean, I know, right? So if I put 40 in there, I tend to lose track of my drive. It keeps me, for me, it keeps me more conscious of how much fuel I'm using. That's why I said a long time ago, if I could find like a smashed up electric car or something like that, well, it doesn't have to be smashed up, but one that's really cheap for like $1,000 or so. Attach a trailer to that. That would be a winner. To go around looking for scraps. Oh, look at the old lady. Yeah, that would be a winner. Obviously, you couldn't go far in it, but I'm not interested really when you're collecting scraps. I don't get on the highway like Mr. Scrapperty does and travel like 15, 20 miles a few towns away. I understand what he's doing. He's going into the posh area where there's good scraps. I keep it local. It's just worth that for this fuel. Takes up a lot of space. It's even less than the helium steel. Any lighter or float on air. The grunting and groaning. I'm getting in and out of the car, you know, a little grunt, a little groan. What's that up there? More helium steel? It's almost as if some diabolical idiot. Yeah. Okay, I'm done with you. Okay, you know. I'll have a wagon full of feathers. cost me $10 to go find $2 worth of scrap. After you have like a storm, there's a lot of helium steel in the trash. You know, a really windy day, that'll do it. A lot of the backyard and garden stuff ends up by the curbside. So it's kind of rare for you to see the king pass something up, but you know what? That's enough of the lightweight stuff. Which I'll keep hunting for a little bit. Maybe I'll go home and work on something around the house for a little bit. Maybe I'll go back to the compound for a little bit. That's the way I've been doing it lately. You know, since I've been using this again. A little bit here. Not even stops. Dude didn't even slow down going through the intersection. Wow, the Amazon guys run. Why? How come the U.S. Postal Service, the guy doesn't run? He walks. I mean, he doesn't even walk, he saunters back to the truck. The Amazon guy actually runs faster than the FedEx guy. And the FedEx guy runs pretty fast. FedEx guy runs faster than the UPS guy. So it's the post office, the UPS guy, the FedEx guy, and then the Amazon guy. So which company would the king want to work for? I would, if I was into that gig, I would want to work for the post office. Because you can just saunter up to the porch and drop the packages and just drag your heels back to the truck. No hurry. Don't worry guys, if you argue with me, I'll catch one on camera, I'll show you. You already seen the Amazon guy running like he's on Amazon. Except the FedEx guys are the rudest in traffic though. The Amazon guys aren't. They're not particularly rude in traffic. And the nicest guys in traffic are the UPS guys. The postal guys, they drive like they don't care about anything. They're like bulletproof because they're government workers, so they don't care. That's my claim anyway. Make your own. I guess getting fired from the post office must be quite a feat. Probably if you fart the wrong way, you get fired from Amazon. I would imagine. You're replaceable. Whole family out for a walk. Smacked his butt. Labor Day, people taking it easy, except for the king. Onward. Maybe that way. As long as it's not more helium steel, I'll take it. Because I'm all full up. Honda Ridgeline, what a useless pickup truck. It's about as useful as a minivan. Oh, there's a whole bunch more in the garbage can. And so at this point right now that I'm aggravated with myself for picking up that helium steel. I don't even know what all this is. It's got like seatbelts on it. Wasn't that exciting? See how foggy it is? Smoky? Whatever. Look at that. Somebody's got something good cooking. What's cooking good looking? Onward. At least to the stop sign.